Higher than that, it's me. Hang on, I'm just writing something down that I forgot to write down earlier. Because I've been that busy. I've been so busy this week, you don't even know what it's like for me. And we've had a bit of a change round. I've been learning an instrument. I've been learning this. I made that up just then. It's really easy to learn. As long as you don't mind your music not making sense or sounding all right. So what have we got this week? This week is going to be like frightening. So don't watch it if you're a great big baby. I don't want to hear nobody complaining, but I would like you to keep me posted, any psychic experiences you may have because of the psychic experiences that we're having. Because I'm going to read you a story. We're going to have like a story that happened to me personally, a true story. We're going to have my portrait competition at the end because I have been inundated with people who just want to draw me because I'm quite drawable. It's been said loads and loads of times to me. And what else am I doing? So I've got Psychic Psue on later, and she's going to be giving a reading to Fern. I don't know what she's going to say because I told Fern that she told me that he'd been nicking from me and he said that she was lying and that. I don't know, but anyway, that's probably going to come to an end or something like that. And she's also going to be talking to Jeffrey Harris, you know, Jackie's brother. Oh, God, I hope no one died. Yeah, Jackie's brother, Jeffrey, who I think is, I don't know, I can't make my mind up about him. You haven't got a profile picture, Sophie. How's that? Is it because you're odd looking, or is it because you don't want people to recognise you because you're hateful views online? You know, I don't know. So, is there anything else I should be reminded of? If there is, Jem, just remind me by putting it in big letters on the screen because I can't read very well because I haven't got my glasses on because they're here. Again, top of my head. I've got quite a musical ear. Now, get ready for this. This is real scary as this. Right, get ready for this. This is Kelli Taylor's Mysterious World of Frightening Experiences. Thanks, Jim. Jim, good. Now, this is a real frightening story that happened to me, and I'm going to put some music, well, it's not music, but I'm going to put some sound effects on that I think represent how I felt when I saw or witnessed and experienced this very frightening experience. So, is that all right? Because that's how if that's too loud, somebody mention it, otherwise I'm keeping it that loud. You've got 20 seconds to mention it. It's too loud for me. I don't care what you think. That's soothing. I might have to put my glasses on even though this is printed in big words. My eyes are getting bad. Right. Don't get too frightened because this is real true. Right, this is true. The following is 100. Oh, hang on. This is episode 1. The frightening graveyard experience of the shadowy man. Look at that. That makes me feel powerful, does that? The following is 100% true, and anyone saying otherwise is a massive liar and needs to just keep their stupid opinions to themselves, Jackie. So, on Sunday, I decided to take my dogs, Mr. Franklin Cheeseman and Miss Violet Chalk, for a walk around the lovely cemetery not far from our caravan showroom, Tailor-Made Caravans. Tailor-Made Caravans. We know where you live. Yeah. Sorry about that. We've been working on some new advertising slogans and I'm not 100% sure about that one. Anyway, I'm in Paul Cemetery and I'm reading the gravestones, many of them carved by W.P. Everingham and Sons Limited. Everingham, for all your gravestone needs. Anyway, my mind's been blown by how long some of these people died. I once saw a grave that predated potatoes. So I'm letting the dogs off the lead for a lovely run around and to explore, because there's lots of things to dig up and that. And I'm enjoying the pretty flowers people have left for the ghosts to look at. You can tell quite quickly how much people love the dead by how much they spent on the flowers. I saw one man just had carnations, and I imagined that he was probably quite abusive. I also saw a bench that said Grandma on a plaque, and some bastard had put plastic flowers on it. And I could sense the utter humiliation that Grandma must have felt seeing those ugly plastic flowers and the inscription, "Sit a while." What, next to these hideous flowers, Grandma? I don't think so. Anyway, you're probably wondering how I sensed this. Well, regulars will know that I've been blessed, and some would say cursed, with a sixth sense. Also, I wear a special amulet that keeps me safe from bad spirits, hence why I was in the cemetery without salt. I already had protection. Actually, Psychic Psue gave me it. There's an additional weekly subscription to keeping it charged with positive psychic energy, and Sue has to do that remotely, and it's physically draining for her. It also attracts wealth, right? And it was only the other day I needed £200 for something, and I forget what it was. But I said to my dad, "Can I have £200? And he just gave me it. I said, "Thanks." So, oh, it was for this bracelet. Yeah, the amulet that she gave me. Yeah, it was for that. So take that, cynics. Back to the story anyway. I'm looking around and see this weird shadowy figure with a spade just staring into an open grave. He was old and he looked a bit like Bobby Charlton, and there was this mysterious and supernatural fog all around him that smelt like strawberries. At first, I thought he might be a grave digger or just a shovel enthusiast, but behind him was one of those tiny diggers. They look like a piss taker, the big diggers. So that's how graves are dug now. And so this grave digger from the past was just staring into the hole like, you know, I wish these had been around when I was alive, but then I'd be out of a job. But maybe I'd have been able to fill my dream of being somewhere different. He must have felt quite, you know, conflicted. I've never seen a fat ghost, Susan. That's true. Or a dinosaur ghost. She makes some excellent points. Anyway, shush. Anyway, this ghost turns his head and looks at me and he shouts something, but I can't hear him because I'm listening to George Michael on full blast on my overpriced earpods, Apple earpods. He starts waving at me and moving his mouth in an exaggerated way, and I removed George from my ears, and he was reassuring me that he was, in fact, my mum. Then I hear Frank and Violet start growling at him. They can see him too, and it's actually a scientific fact that dogs can see ghosts. It's not something to do, it's got something to do with them not knowing that they can't see ghosts, because people have quite wrongly said there's no such thing as ghosts, and it puts doubt in your mind. Well, I don't listen to other people. I don't let them tell me anything, which is why I can see them, you see. It's also like I can drive better when I don't know how much I've had to drink, because if I know I've had too much and I'm over the limit, then my drive home is very, very difficult. Right, I don't know how long me and the dogs were staring at this loud man, but he eventually started walking over towards me, and I thought, this is typical of me, is this? Then he got close to me, 2 meters in fact, and he said in a strange, otherworldly voice, "Are they your bleeding dogs? They should be on a short lead." It sent shivers down my spine. "No," I said, "I just found these leads on that bench and I thought they were yours, so I was bringing them to you." Then this ghostly figure said, "Well, one of them took a shit on a gravel top grave and the other one was trying to dig up a toddler." And that's when I realised ghosts can see dogs. Of course they can. It was all coming together. We talked about, you know, things for a little while about inconsiderate dog owners and his wife and how the Chinese sometimes eat dogs. When he suddenly said, "I didn't fight in a war to put up with this kind of bullshit," and he just turned and walked away. Well, everyone knows that the only 2 wars in England have been the First World War and the Second World War. And he was too young for those. Too young by a long way. Though he didn't look young, but you could tell he died a long time ago and in a war. I shouted after him, "What's your name?" And he shouted back, "Forget it." like he was trying to erase my memory and keep his mystery secret. I said secret. That's him messing with my mind, is that? Explain that, skeptic. Exactly. That's what I said. Right. So I got the dogs in the car and they were absolutely filthy from digging. And I Googled dead grave diggers. I can't speak. Do you know why? I think it's because of this supernatural experience. Quite honestly. I should sue him. Right, I got the dogs in the car and they were absolutely filthy from digging. And I Googled dead grave diggers from the olden days in this area. And one came up. But it wasn't from this area. But of course, ghosts can travel. And they often change their names when they pass over. And their gender, and their age, and their occupation, and their appearance. And what they died of. And how long they've been dead. That's what Psychic Psue tells me anyway. Still, how spooky is that? How spooky is it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10, I think. That was quite spooky, wasn't it? So, here we are. Just move all these away because they're quite scary, aren't they? I don't want everybody to see them a bit scared. Tonight, keeping the scary theme going, pardon me, we're going to talk to the very talented and the deeply psychic Psue. Psychic Psue, to you.
Good evening.
Oh, here she is. Oh, you look well nice. You're always looking
gorgeous.
Best. Oh, stop it. I think you look great. You always look £100 though, because you always make the effort, and that's what I love about you.
I do.
But you say the ghosts can see you all the time, can't they?
I told you, this is what my ghost outfit's going to be.
That's right. I forgot. Sorry, yeah. Live every day like how you want to haunt the world, wearing that outfit. The dogs are having a fight, aren't they? So try not to let that distract you.
About?
What they're having a fight about?
I mean, I know.
I think it's the Black Lives Matter movement they're having a fight about. I'm not going to say who's on what side, but you can probably work it out when you see them.
I know.
So, Psychic Psue, have you had a good weekend?
I've had quite a good weekend. Got myself a new spirit guide.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I was using Derek Okura and his spirit guide Sam, but them two have gone off somewhere. Don't know where. Some kind of spiritual holiday. So, and I finally got rid of David Guest. So now I've been channeling the late great Colin Fry.
Oh, he's lovely. He's so mild-mannered.
With the big ears and does his hands like this.
Yeah,
very
I always imagine that in an argument he'd just go, "It's all right, it don't matter."
He's a very sincere man.
Yeah, quite weak man. Is he weak on the other side? I mean, he seemed quite pathetic in this world, but what's he like in yonder world?
Bit stronger, probably, yeah.
Oh, that's nice, because he was
more important,
ever so pathetic.
Can you get me any more of them cigs?
Yeah, we'll talk about it after, yeah?
They do smell like glue, but
yeah,
they're ever so cheap.
Yes, they are cheap. Well, I think Becca's doing she's going on holiday again. So I'll mention it to her.
Tell her what, yeah. Absolutely. Have you had a good week?
It's been all right. I've been learning this.
What is it?
It's called Kalimba, I think. I don't know. I saw it advertised. I thought I'll have a bit of that. And I got it, and I did that for maybe a good 2 hours, and then I thought, I don't know if I've got the energy to learn it.
How the other half live.
But it's one of those where you can just do this. I'll just stand behind somebody while they're getting their minge waxed, and I could save myself
Kelli.
a bit of money on what?
Thought you was that word.
You just save a bit of money. What, waxed?
Oh.
All hair ripped out your minge, and then if you're getting your pubic hair removed at force by Jackie, this is going to chill you out.
I think that would be quite a terrifying experience, actually.
Actually, I'm getting angry, so maybe that's what you're feeling.
Now, picking up on it.
You're going to be, you're giving Fern a reading, aren't you?
I am.
After
now,
I told
about what I
him-
said about him being a thief.
Yeah, you definitely said that.
We don't know. We just said the initials FM. That could be anybody. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I suppose it could. I was listening to radio at the time. Yes. From Monkey.
I don't know. Can you play Bad Star,
I want to
Kelly?
climb inside your head. If I just sing loudly enough over the top of it. Whenever you are ready.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I've got a nice voice. People are often shouting, "Who the hell's that, Mariah Carey?" And I go, "No, it's me, actually. Do you want to make some out of it?" And they go, "No, it's all right." So, you've got this reading for Fern, haven't you? And you're like,
I'm going to do his
now?
card.
Like backing out.
No, I'm going to do his tarots.
Backing out and you... No, but are you going to say you're that tea leaf I was telling Kelly about, or are you just keeping it under your hat?
It's not my place to judge, Kelly.
It ain't. All right, then. Well, I've told you all about him, haven't I? Told you everything I know about him.
I don't remember that.
Tell me everything. No. When I came round, you said, tell me everything you know about... You said, tell me anything you know about Fern. And then we looked through his Facebook together.
I don't remember that. I do not remember that.
Oh, well, anyway. Other than that, you've never met him.
Don't know him.
Don't know him. Never met him. Well, please, welcome to the comedy salon, the beautiful Fern Moody.
Is it working?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm surprised I've made it tonight.
I didn't give you your introduction. I was going to say, here he is, the father of 3 beautiful children, Fern Moody.
I've got 5 children.
Yeah, I know what I said, Fern.
It's not very nice, is it?
Go on, then.
I've had a really busy week.
Go on.
Karen's gone on holiday for her spiritual retreat. She's gone to Vagina's Causeway in Ireland.
That sounds exotic.
Yeah.
Sounds hot.
It's really good because she's got to take a bit of a break because she's been sacked from Aldi. So she's got to go and have a breather so she can re-strategize because she's a bit of a strategist, is Karen. Because she got fired, right, because she got caught sleeping with the assistant store manager and he was undressing her in office round back of Aldi's. And as he was undressing her, all of these sirloin steaks just pinged out of her bodysuit, what she was wearing, and it just went all over the floor with loads of sirloins. It were £100 worth.
It's like a full cow.
It was. She got done for gross misconduct, so she can't darken Aldi's door again. What's she going to do?
What they do with the rest of that meat?
Oh, no, it's all right with the meat because they did the chill test where they go like that to see if it's still cold. And because Karen's on keto at the moment, so her body were right freezing. So they can just put it back on shelves. So somebody in Aldi's is going to be having loads and loads of Karen body sirloin. What a treat.
Ugh.
Well, I know where she's
you
been.
people make me sick.
I
know where she's been because of what you said. I'm not going to shop at Aldi. I don't shop at Aldi anyway.
Obviously, I shop at Waitrose.
I'm a fan of Aldi's. I'm a fan of Morrison's because I get my points. And especially if I'm filling other people's car up with petrol, then I just zap their card and get all their petrol points for them. And that pays for a few holidays for me and Kelly. Well, for me.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Are you
I'm
still on paternity?
What you on about?
You still on paternity?
So that expired, but I'm now on a new scheme, and it's like a phased return back off of paternity into work. It's called Paternity Extra, Karen told me about it actually. It's really good. And basically, I'm still getting paid by Kelly, and I get another 24 weeks off, just to deal with the ups and downs of having my 5 kids took off me at my request.
That's
Good
very
riddance.
traumatic.
I've got so much money now because obviously I cancelled the kids, but I didn't cancel the kiddie benefit. So I've
you are
still got
so smart.
it's up there for thinking, Kelly. So I've still got all that coming in. $5.45 a month from you. Oh, a week, sorry, because I changed it, didn't I? For tax
Yeah,
reasons.
you did, I remember. Yeah.
You'll be getting such a rebate. So yeah,
This
it
is
pays
what
for
you keep
itself.
saying.
I do see money.
Oh, what, in my future?
No, for Kelly, I just sometimes just see money. But Kelly's got
I do
loads of
get.
it.
Well, I've got that amulet you sold me and hire out.
When it
to
runs
me.
out, I'll top it up for you at half price.
This is what makes me realise you're not ripping me off because of all the great deals you give me.
I'm looking after your best interest.
I know, I can tell.
Spiritual housekeeping.
I like the way Fern's looking up at you.
I don't even know where I'm looking. I keep looking. I'm looking up at both of you. It's like
it looks like you're looking at Sue.
It's like I'm bronze prize in a competition.
I'm
I'm
looking down
gold.
at you like that.
I've come third.
I'd get gold.
Story of your life.
Kelly better not be having. Kelly, I better keep getting some money though, because I keep needing to cream my bit off the top because I still need my $5.45 a week. I can't afford
Could you
to
not
keep
say
up my.
cream?
No, sorry. Yeah, it is the way forward. Definitely, it's very rare. That's my little joke there.
Hasn't been on a
You're
body.
real funny.
I did a joke 'cause
No.
it's a comedy show.
It's been on a cow's body. It is a cow's body.
Picture.
I'm going to do your
call her
card.
that. She's a lovely lass.
Yeah, I want to know what's in my future because my past has been pretty good so far, aside from of all the indiscretions. Do you know, that's all I've had this week is just witnessing indiscretions on telly. Cornwall, they're overrun. I looked out my window this morning because I was going to go for a run, but it would drizzle. So I just decided against it, because I didn't want to catch corona from the sky. So I was looking, people out running, they're doing indiscretions left, right, and centre. They could be getting corona from anywhere.
They're coughing at each other as well.
They're breathing heavy because they're running, so the breath's going all over like that. Not wearing no mask because it's not a shop.
If you watch CSI, you know how far breath goes. And
I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe this week. No running for me. I'm still going to the pub Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday daytime. But I'm playing it safe and saying no running this week because of COVID.
No, it's safety first, Fern.
Safety first, but I want Sue to tell me. I want Sue to tell me my COVID predictions.
Do that, so.
Your COVID predictions? Do you mean do you guess how many people are going to die each day?
No, how much money I'm going to make from all the indiscretions.
Oh, I tell you what I see. I'm just asking Colin, hang on. Colin. And Colin Fry. Do you know what I mean, Fern? Do you know?
The
Biggie is dead.
Colin Fry?
He's dead now.
He want the Scouser one. Is he the one what we're on the UK Living? What Karen used to watch every afternoon?
Ironic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's dead. He should be on UK Dead now. They should put other people on UK Dead, like Cilla Black. Put on Blind Dating, surprise, surprise.
Sometimes our channel, Cilla, she comes through. Hang on.
No way.
She's saying you've got a lot of problems. Oh.
That's true, actually.
Do you? You do.
I know. I put on a brave face, don't I? But sometimes I just think, like,
Brave face, gay face.
I get a brave face. I'm putting on
sorry.
all this bravado, making all my money from shopping all my neighbours and living life of Riley, ripping off Kelly legally. And I just think, you know, if I made a bit more effort, then maybe I could have a better life, and maybe I could rekindle a relationship with my 5 kids at some point. Is that going to happen?
No.
In the future? Oh,
No,
right.
no, never going to happen.
Ah.
Very
never mind.
bleak. Very bleak, your future. I'm going to do your 3-card reading, right? So, when I am shuffling the cards, I need you to visualise a red rose, and I will also visualise a red rose. And then we will both be connected by both in the visual and the spiritual. So, hang on.
I'm thinking of one.
I ain't got a red rose.
You have to just think of it. A mind rose.
Right, okay. I'll hold something red.
If you like.
Got a lipstick.
I'm sure that's a
Oh,
chap.
so is Frank.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, looks nice. Right, I'm shuffling those cards. Do visualise. I'm
Visualising.
The cards. Oh, your 3 cards. Fabulous. Right, the first card out is the 5 of Pentacles. Does 5 mean anything to you, Fern?
5 kids. Kelly, 5 kids, isn't it?
Because I thought she said testicles. And you have got...
No, Pentacles.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that works.
I haven't got 5.
No, but you've seen 5.
5 kids. So that's a positive, isn't it? Because that means they might... Well, not come back to me right now. I can't afford them.
It's a bad sign. I see a lot of broken bonds.
Right, that's because I cashed in all their premium bonds when I got them took off me. The week before, I cashed them all in, so I got money for them because I didn't want foster parents cashing in premium bonds.
Well, Pentacles does represent money and the finances.
Well, that's what Kelly knows about because she's funding me.
She's got a lot of money.
Well, not as much. Yeah. Not as much. She doesn't. She didn't even notice it going missing.
Well,
me.
We're not sure if it was there. Freddie Mercury might be nicking off of her after last week when I said that it was an FM.
It's weird how I bought a musical instrument. Oh, was it you? You know, I can say
you weren't meant to see that.
I'm looking right at you. That's me looking at you. That's
it
me
wasn't
looking
nicking.
at so. That's
it wasn't nicking. It were back wages. It were back wages. You didn't pay me for that Saturday. Right. I was off sick.
Very good. Oh, next card. The Hanged Man. That's very bad. Very bad. Well, I swore on our Shania's eyes I won't give anyone a bad reading.
That's even worse than the 5 of Pentacles. That could be about Jackie, couldn't it? The Hanged Man.
Could be about an accident.
Oh, you're obsessed with that.
I hope none of my 5 kids have done that.
Oh, they weren't, Joe.
Actually, if you hold it up, it's just a man leaning against a tree, which is just all right.
Well, that's me on my that's me on my statutory break from Salon because I get there at 10 and then my statutory break's 11 till 12 and then I go home at 12:15. Statutory break, that's what it is. So it's saying, yes, you're entitled to your statutory break, Kelly.
Take more.
I never said, I just misheard you, and you said, I thought you said you're having a statutory rape, and that's why I called the police.
Not at a salon.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I can't.
I'm too busy making
everything.
I'm busy making fapping chinos for you.
Fapping chinos.
Do you see this next to the Hanged Man? Grass.
Oh yeah.
See a lot of grass. Grass. Don't know what that could mean.
You're a massive narc, aren't you?
I'll just, exactly. 1,000. Actually, this week it's £1,000 in indiscretion now because they've changed the goalposts again. So this week I've only made £13,000. So it's weaning off a little
Oh.
bit. It does still mean I can buy first first round of shots for you, Kelly, next time we go out.
Oh, thank you. I'd love that.
On me. Because of my
Oh,
13,000. We can go to the nicest place in Hull if you want to.
you are.
Where's that?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's £2 a shot rather than 150. But they do it in like a nice crystal shot glass. It's amazing. It's so nice. Karen's
can't
been
remember where it
bad
is.
from it. I can't remember the name, but Karen's been bad. It was that place where she threw up in gutter and then gutter rejected it and all sprayed up, and we all got covered in all drain fluid. Do you remember? It was about five in the afternoon.
Vaguely. Yeah.
I'm very vague. That's actually a good point. Toilet breaks, because they're paid, aren't they?
Yeah, but I've said to you, you're not allowed to pass a solid on my time.
I don't tend to
You
pass
know
solids very much
they-
because of drinking them shots.
You froze
you
then.
go.
I don't know what happened, but all I can say, yeah. You drank
I
loads
think
of
it was a
shots and done a massive
paranormal.
poo, did you say?
It was spirit coming
I think
through.
it might have been
What's third
David
card?
Guest. David Guest popped back.
Oh, did he? What's his hair like in the afterlife?
Oh, that's a perfect.
Oh, that is lovely for him, is
that's
that?
nice
Because
for
it looks like
David
it'd been
Guest, isn't
sharpened
it?
on, didn't it? Yeah. Just looks
Yeah.
like it looked like a toddler had tried to colour in his head. It looked awful. But that's lovely. How gay do you think he is in the afterlife? Is he as gay as he was before? Or
Just
gayer?
Same.
Oh.
It looked like he'd been to Tangled.
Oh, don't get her started on Tangled.
Definitely been
Tangles.
there.
Tangles, yeah, with John T. I hate
That's
him.
where
He thinks he's
Eileen
all good.
Ackrill goes.
Yeah, and she
2
steals all
thumbs
my.
down.
I'm
And he
sick of
can't
him.
even afford. He can't afford the £2 shot place either, can he?
No, he can't. He can't. Spread it. Fern, spread it.
I'm gonna put it on Facebook right now.
Kelly, are you still paying me for this?
I believe so. Because I have to pay every time I see you.
Well, yes, but the rates are different depending on the circumstances.
What are the rates tonight? Usual standard rates, aren't they? After 8 rates, which are
£68 an hour.
Yeah, it's 3 times your normal. It's 3 times your afternoon rates.
Mm.
Yeah, I know that.
You're paying it. I'm not. I've got no money.
You've got loads of money.
You've got loads of money.
Well, no, I've got none of my own money. I've got loads of someone else's who shall remain nameless.
That makes sense.
Kelly Taylor. What's my third card?
Oh, I'm just turning it over.
Yeah.
Death. Very bad.
But my death or someone else's? Are we still talking about UK death?
I will not risk our Shania's eyes. So
she loves their eyes.
I love the bones of them bairns.
You
The
do,
bones.
don't you?
I love them bairns. But I will not risk her sight and I will never pass on a bad reading. So I cannot tell you anything else about this card because it's terrible.
Oh,
Well,
God,
really
Fern,
bad.
that might mean awful things.
Look at it, it's on a horse.
Has he got
I
a
just
tumour?
hope. I just hope for goodness sake, I hope it's a celebrity death or one of my kids and it's not me, because I couldn't cope with that, leaving Kelly abandoned on a Saturday morning.
I'd rather it one of your kids than you.
Because
the less attractive
what would you
ones.
what would you do without me?
I'd probably have more money. But I'd be bored.
Customers
I
won't
love
be
the
getting their
Burns,
free
are you, Fern?
frappuccinos. Love your bones as well.
You bloody man. Yeah, I think that's been real accurate as that so.
Accurate, but not very nice
that
for
was.
me.
No,
I'm
but
sorry,
it's
don't
fine
shoot
for
the
me.
messenger.
I'm not paying
she
for it. I
can only
don't
tell you
care.
what spirit tells her, can't you?
Mm.
She can only pass on the
like that.
messages.
I didn't
Oh, what
like
else are you
it.
doing tonight? So I don't be like that. Don't be
All
like
right,
that.
thank you, Sue. Anyway,
You're
I
welcome.
suppose.
Just be careful.
God, really, I give. He's in a right mood. So, what are you doing next? Are you going to do Jeffrey Harris, Jackie's
Oh,
brother?
I love Jeffrey. Get him on.
I like Jeffrey. See you, Fern. Oh, God,
Bye.
what's up with him? What's up with him?
Look real maddy.
I've got itchy legs. Do you think that's a sign of something?
That is, I tell you what that is. That is in
Yeah.
your past life. You were a dancer.
A dancer?
Mm.
Yeah,
Feathers.
that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because in a past life, I do think I did a lot of moving about because my legs hurt.
And you had them feathers.
Yeah, I did have feathers, but was that not because I was a bird?
That was a different life.
Oh,
Come
God,
on,
I've had so many lives.
Kelly.
No wonder I'm so tired on a night.
I say write it down.
I
Write
can
it
never be bothered
down.
because I've got a pen here. It don't work.
I'll get you one. I'll get you a new one for Christmas.
Oh, you're a kind lady. So are you going to talk about Jeffrey next? Are you going to tell Jeffrey? What are you going to tell him? Are you going to tell him anything about me?
I'm gonna. What do you mean? Get time around anything about you? What do you want that
I
for?
don't know. I don't know. Don't be like that. But what are you going to tell him? Do you know what you're going to tell him?
I'm going to
Have
do
you
a
seen
reading
anything?
on him. I'm going to do a
right.
reading on him. And I do hope it's a bit more positive. We could end on a positive note.
That would be better because I mean, bless the bones of him. He's a lovely fella, is Jeffrey. I've always liked him ever since I was younger, and I met him when I first met Jackie. So, right, bring Jeffrey on. Let's get Jeffrey on. Is Jeffrey Harris there?
Jeffrey is in the house. Good evening.
There he is.
Hiya, Jeffrey.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
look at him. Oh, you do look real handsome tonight, Jeffrey.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm surprised
had
I
a
look very
shave.
handsome. I've found time for a shave. It's been a very, very stressful week. Only 2 or 3 people spattered me this week, and local yobbos, not from Croom on the Water, of course, tourists.
Oh no.
So vile tourists that have come down to Croom on the Water, out of their quarantine, absolutely no self-respect, no social distancing, and spitting at dear old Jeffrey. Goodness
I
me.
hope they die tonight.
Well, we discussed last week about who I'd like to murder, and goodness me, the list has increased rather exponentially this week. I've got 15 to 25 candidates on my Jeffrey murder list now, that I'll email you after the show, I expect.
Good for you, Jeffrey. Standing up for
I've
yourself.
not gone through with any
Anyway,
of them yet.
don't let me stop you two. Do your thing. I'm just playing with my kalimba.
Yes,
Right,
well,
Jeffrey, down to business.
Yes, well, I'm not entirely happy about this because I think it's a little bit of claptrap and bunkum. No offence to you and your profession, but it's certainly not something dear old Jeffrey's done before. So I'd be very interested to see what happens.
I am sensing that you are a skeptic.
I would say I'm more than a skeptic. I would say that it's an absolute load of pigging tosh. No offence, of course.
That's a bit strong.
I could be stronger.
Right, as I'm shuffling these cards, Mr. Harris, if you could visualise a red rose, and I will also visualise a red rose, and as we're both visualising red roses, we will be connected in the spirit and visually. Look, it's not going to work if you don't believe it yourself.
Right. Okay. I shall go. I shall go along with. I'm open to suggestion, as are you. No offence. That sounds
right.
nice.
I'm shuffling those cards.
Talk to Susie after the show. I think maybe. Kelly doesn't seem to be paying much attention at all. Oh, hello. Oh, you pay attention, Kelly, can you?
Right
Just
then. First card out. Oh, page of wands, books. Do you read any books?
I read several books a week actually, but very, very, very strange you should mention books. I've actually been writing. Well, it's Jackie, basically. Jackie, my sister. Jackie has been in touch this week with some very, very stern complaints about the way that myself and my family have been treating the memory of her ex-husband. I reminded Jackie that none of us liked him in life, and so why on earth would we respect him in death? And she obviously didn't have a very good answer to that. So I have actually been penning a book in my free time, in between my Lucy Worsley documentaries, and it's called Bad Words Said Against Jackie's Husband. And I'm sure it's going to be a bestseller, especially in the Hull area where he wasn't very popular at all. It will be £5.99, and it will be available at my post office branch and on Amazon.com.
Oh, you're self-publishing.
I am self-publishing. If you're not very talented and you've written a book that's basically a list of your general woes and complaints about society, you're very much better off self-publishing, as Penguins will not touch it.
No.
Oh, I think you're real brave.
Well, thank you very much, and you will be getting a free copy, Kelly. Of course.
Oh, thank you. Is it on audio?
Couldn't deny you a copy, could I, Kelly?
No, you can't. But is it on audio? Because I only read audio books now.
I just hadn't actually considered that, and maybe I could do an audio version with a £1 sterling discount.
I actually would prefer it if I read it in your voice.
Well, if I find the time, Kelly, as you do now, I'm running my own post office branch. It takes up rather a lot of my time, 10 hours a week.
I know. It's bloody mad, isn't it? Go on, get your bloody things read.
Okay, what's the second card, Psychic Psue?
Wait, it's definitely a card. This one's a card.
Yes, okay, I'm sorry. I did say no offence.
The Emperor.
Oh, very.
Very majestic, powerful. Powerful indeed. A man with a lot of power. Would that be anybody in your life?
Well, it actually could be me, because I've had a very, very successful week, you see. Last week I did tell you about my app, my holiday savings app, where you save away for your holiday, and in due course Jeffrey will write to you and cancel it, just like in real life. It's called You're Not Going Anywhere, and so far over 90,000 people have decided to save with Jeffrey, raking me in over £1 million, which, with my 60% commission, means Jeffrey is a rather rich man, if that's of any interest to you, Kelly.
It could be.
Well, there'll be rather a lot of money coming Jeffrey's way, and the app is going from strength to strength because people love booking holidays. They absolutely love it. They like choosing the destination, choosing the accommodation, and what they absolutely love, because they're British, they love the disappointment. They love it. So they wait for Jeffrey's letter. They wait for Jeffrey's letter to say, sorry, I know you wanted to go on holiday. I know you desperately did, but guess what? You're not. It's cancelled. Due to COVID.
Oh, they
and of
love
course, because
that.
it's due to COVID, no one can argue. No one can argue a thing. So you get your refund minus Jeffrey's 60%.
Oh, so smart.
That dog might murder you.
The Emperor.
He's got a lot of evil spirits, as this dog.
Absolutely. I will get rid of him at a discount.
Is that Frank Cheeseman?
It is Frank Cheeseman. He's come for a sleep.
Goodness
He's riddled.
me, is he still alive?
He is still alive. I mean, he's like 34 now.
Yes, I remember. I wasn't a very few years off opening my own post office, and you adopted little Frank Cheeseman. Jackie never stopped talking about him. Goodness sake.
He's a lovely dog. I don't like him licking my face though, because he does eat a lot of chicken poo. Stop licking me. I don't like it. Don't be like that.
Well, I think you probably take Sue up on our offer then, if you've had him for so many years.
I maybe will.
He's riddled.
You're a good lad, aren't you? He is riddled. You're riddled with evil
Well,
spirits, aren't you, Frank?
yes, he looks like it, and I don't like him at all. Have you got the next card, Sue?
Yes.
Notice I said card this time, and I was respecting you then, Sue.
I do appreciate that, actually. It's respect for the art. Because it is an art.
And the art.
Quite
It
right.
is. And it breaks my heart if you don't respect the art.
Oh, that's a good slogan.
Thank you
What's
very
your
much.
slogan for your caravans? I thought, what about tailor-made caravans, tailor-made for you?
How come we haven't even thought of that?
I've no
It seems
idea.
so obvious now.
It does, doesn't it?
We
And-
have tried. Why don't you buy our caravans then? And
Oh,
that
that's
hasn't
good.
that really hasn't taken off though. You'd think it would, wouldn't you? Or
I
come
like
on,
it.
buy one of our caravans, you stupid bastard. And again, that didn't really take off either. But then I thought,
same
I'm an
with,
hairdresser, not an advertising agent.
The same with my post office slogan. Post office, where on earth else are you going to buy stamps?
That's very good.
That's good, is that?
That and true.
I like that.
And
It
very
is true, but all
You
those,
can get them
I
at the
get mine
petrol
from
station, to be
Sainsbury's. You can
fair.
get them anywhere, to be honest. Yeah, it's quite
Yes,
easy.
I think you'll find.
Get
I
them
think
in such a big shop.
no, I think you'll find that's a myth.
And you get nectar points. Get nectar points if you buy them at Sainsbury's.
You can use them on a
nectar
bus.
points.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah,
are
you
legal
can.
tender.
You're not allowed to link me. We've discussed it.
I've never heard of Sainsbury's, so I'm not going to enter into that discussion. So, third card, please.
Next points today.
The third card. Oh, it's Ace. Ace of Cups. Ace.
Love
Another word
cups.
for brilliance. Cups. Another word for trophy that you get for being brilliant. Do you know anyone brilliant, Jeffrey?
Well, I can think of a certain charming young lady who I do think is rather brilliant, but
Do you mean me?
But that's not for here. Well, Sue, I'm sure that you are. I'm sure you are brilliant in your own way.
Sort of.
But I have a certain special lady in mind, and obviously, I'm not going to play all my cards. my
Very good.
little. Yes, thank you.
Jeffrey.
that shall keep me going the rest of the week with that little pun there. Rather amuse myself.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. But yeah, so there is a special someone. But anyway, let's the cups as well. Maybe a cup of nice Bordeaux wine. A nice look at Servant on Apple TV might make for the perfect evening. And
have you seen Servant?
I don't need to.
No, I've not seen Servant yet because I don't subscribe to Apple TV. However,
Oh, you should.
With Jeffrey's windfall from You're Not Going Anywhere, I might decide to splash out $4.99 if
do it.
If it would tip the scales in my favour, as it were. So I'll leave that.
I've started
I'll
watching
leave that there.
Defending Jacob. Started watching Defending Jacob, so you'll be hearing a lot about that.
I do feel that they just make up these names. I don't really think any of these shows exist.
Oh, well, no, because Defending Jacob, when you start watching it, you go, he's Defending Jacob. So it makes up it makes sense. It's like Servant's about a dead baby, and you go, how come it's called Servant? And then a servant comes in, and you're all like, do you know what I mean?
So it makes perfect sense then.
Yeah, because
well,
I think if it was called Dead Baby, no one would watch it.
No, and I
Some
suspect
people
not.
Well, Nurse Beverly
Yeah,
Outlet, maybe, but that'd be about it.
But Sue, I suspect the 4 people that subscribe to Apple TV, other than Kelly, I don't think a series called Dead Baby would go down very well.
No, you're right. I wouldn't have watched it.
Do you know what's weird? While we've been sitting here, and David Guest popped in, and then Colin passed it on. They just pass it on to each other. And they popped in, they said, just pick a card, any card. Don't show me it. And I picked it up, and it's that. The Lovers.
Oh, that is so weird.
Don't look, because they're naked, we're going to get banned. I didn't see that.
Pure filth.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't know that.
David Guest was married to Lisa Minnelli.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You
And he
know
was
your
on Big
celebrities
Brother.
and pop culture. Yes.
And then they all said he was dead, and then he wasn't dead. And then now the
And then
irony
they all
is
had
he
a
is
massive
dead.
Benny. God, it is ironic he's dead now, isn't it? Don't lick me. It's against the rules. I think it's amazing. Have we finished our bit now? Because I don't know if we finished our bit now. Frank doesn't
No,
know.
we've done the
Well,
3 cards. I think that's rather enough. I would like to know before I go, Sue. I would like to know what's in Jeffrey's immediate future, because I am anticipating, obviously, this great big massive windfall from my app. You're not going anywhere. I would like to know if I will be able to afford to wine and dine a certain individual and subscribe to Apple TV and pay off her debts and give her a year subscription to KCOM Internet free of charge. I would like to know if I can do that. If you could just tell me.
I would say yes.
Really?
that is amazing.
That's
Oh,
very interesting.
Jeffrey.
I do sense a windfall in your future to do with getting the letters APP. App.
But that's my app.
Or Apple
My app.
TV.
It could be anything.
Either way, pretty marvelous. I mean, if my app was a success, brilliant. If I could subscribe to Apple TV, even the better. If I had someone to watch it with, because obviously I'm not going to be watching a streaming service on my own like some saddo.
That'd be mental, wouldn't it, Jeffrey Harris?
Imagine that, sat at home on your own watching a streaming service.
Like a loser. Like a fat loser.
Not for
Jackie.
Jeffrey.
No, definitely not.
Yes, exactly like Becky. Yes.
I don't know what time it is. Somebody tell me what time it is.
It's time for Jeffrey's bedtime.
20:53.
We need to get
The drawings.
the competition out and the drawings of me sensing wind in your future. Yeah, we all
Drawings.
sense wind. I've sat with her. Thank you, got to go because I need to
I'm
do some stuff.
sensing that we're going to see some art. I'm sensing
Yeah,
drawings.
that's amazing because we're gonna look at some pictures of me. I don't know how many we've got. I think a few. So Jim, for Jim, 'tis his name. Jim, can we see entry 1, please? Oh, that sounds filthy, doesn't it? The first entry. That sounds even ruder. Show us the picture that somebody sent in of my face. Where are you going? What are you being like that for? Where's Jeffrey going? Jim, I don't know what you're doing. Are you all right?
Well, I can see the picture. Maybe it's just in my mind.
I can see a picture as well. It very, very much looks like you, Kelly, and it's autographed by all your friends.
To Adrian.
Is that true? Is that true? Can you see it? Oh,
We certainly can.
Oh, I can see it now. Thank you. I have to go down like a
Oh,
big
that's good.
Hang on a minute.
It's like a potato with nails.
There you go. God, I'm
Sent
sweating.
in by Susie Colnut.
Susan Coldfoot. Let me put my spectacles on. Susan, you were a rotten bitch. Hang on. Have you?
I thought it was very good.
Susan will be having words. 36 and a half, yeah, right.
Oh,
Kelly
that's
Taylor.
good.
At the tip shop. Kelly Taylor. Does that say veg or vag? Oh, I think that.
Oh goodness,
I can
it's
only
a sausage
see half
Medusa.
of that. I can only see half of that.
I can see all of it. It's a sausage Medusa. It's disgusting.
I can see sausages, but not the rest of it. I'm assuming it's me. Using a Cumberland technology. I'm meant to see the sausage I left from last week. Is that from Lee Clark as well, by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck off, Alison Nightingale. You've not put any effort in whatsoever. And you know what? She is so fit. Does anybody know what Alison looks like? Right, imagine a supermodel but thinner and more attractive. That's Alison. But
She
this
sounds
is
marvellous.
nonsense. She's amazing. She's so thin. I love her. I want to put her in my mouth and crunch her. They were really good pictures, weren't they? Were they all the pictures? But I think
There's one on the
another in
screen
there.
now.
Yes, I think you might be having. I think you might be having technical difficulties. So perhaps Sue and I can take over.
Yeah, you
So-
do it because I cannot see them.
So this picture is written on chip shop paper, and it's a picture of Kelly Taylor with what I can only describe as a man's penis.
It is.
Would you agree with that, Psychic Sue?
I would, and it's
Okay.
I genuinely can't see this.
Disgusting.
That's normal, yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next picture. This is a picture of Kelly Taylor on fire, and it says hair, body, hair choice. And goodness gracious me, what a distressing picture that is. I wouldn't like to imagine Kelly on fire for one more second, would you, Sue?
And that's
like
sent
that
in by
one.
Tom James.
Yeah, I can
And
see
so James
that one.
created using his felt tips, and he had no help from anyone. Well, that's quite obvious. Oh goodness.
I do remember yesterday did say to me, go to hell. So I wonder if that's got something to do with it.
Yes. This is Tom James again, and it's the lady from the film with the hotel, and it's Kelly eating what I can only describe as a wall marshmallow glacier. Would you agree with that, Sue? Be quiet, Frank Cheeseman.
Oh,
think it's,
somebody's walking past the
yes.
house like a knobhead.
It's a very interesting piece, very abstract.
It is very abstract. I rather like that one.
Oh, I can see it now.
This is a wonderful picture.
Oh,
This
I
took
like
4
that.
hours. Goodness me, isn't that a masterpiece, Sue?
Oh, Fern, Moody
I do
did
like
that.
it, and I
that
like
is
the way it's
well
got.
good.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh,
I think it's
isn't that
great.
beautiful?
Kelly's watching Servant. She's saying, "Isn't that beautiful?" Like Kelly says all the time.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? That is so
And
Like that.
beautiful.
And then now
Talk about
it's
that one
back to the chip shop penis.
That's filth.
That is from. I can't read the name.
Emma Gibson.
Emma Gibson, and then the back to the sausage. Right, I think we need to make a decision, Kelly. Can you see them now?
I like Emma Gibson's because it's the most accurate.
But you will have to pay her £130 sterling.
It's either that, I don't know. Will you choose? Because I'm too close to the subject matter.
Well, I think Psychic Sue already knows the answer.
I do.
Go for it, Psychic. So, who should win?
I think it should be. I like the abstract one with the eating the marshmallow door.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see. Yeah, I like
Tom
that.
James,
but where
once
are my
again.
eyebrows?
They've gone.
There are no eyebrows.
You should
I've
do
got
them
new
like
eyebrows.
mine.
I shouldn't, but I have changed the way I've been doing my eyebrows of lately, and no one's noticed. But forget it.
I'm sensing you
God.
doing something new with your eyebrows.
That is insane. I recently just did something new with my eyebrows, but nobody knew, and I thought of it, and then you said it. That's amazing. She never saw my first one. She never saw my first one. Susie looks well fit in that picture.
I think
And I've seen
Susie's
her
rather.
eating.
Oh yes, she did say that one. We saw that one.
I didn't see that. Susan, you think you're funny, but you're not. Why don't you shut your stupid face? You're not funny, Susan.
Susan's rather jealous of Tom James because he gets all the attention in this program.
He wrote a book about how boring people's children are because he hates kids. He hates them.
I sell it in my post
God.
office. I sell it in my post office on Cream on the Water, and this week we've sold out of all the customers I've had this week, which has been very, very many. We have sold an absolutely enormous 7 copies to not just to locals. There was one person who appeared not to be from Cream on the Water. I think it was from somewhere frightful like Coventry.
Don't say things like that. It's the end of the show now. I won't be able to sleep. There's a lot of poor people in Coventry, and it breaks my heart.
We haven't had much advertising tonight, have we? We've been
Tom
very
ain't
good.
watching tonight. He ain't watching tonight because he's got his phone crank called Keith, and they're sitting watching telly and talking about their feelings.
Good gracious. What a pathetic way to live your life, Tom James.
Yeah, Tom,
In a caravan.
His caravan. He's gonna go. Oh, do you want to have a look at the pictures of the fish I caught today? And Keith be like, yeah, because that's Keith.
We could
I've
take it
never
back
met
actually
him.
and say we could take it back and say imagine how many second class stamps you could buy for £5.99. So it's either sending lots and lots of letters or buying one measly book.
How many
Oh,
could
you
you
tell.
send?
It would be 12 letters you could send for the price of Tom James's book, which now we're changing our mind. Don't buy this very, very expensive, overpriced book because he doesn't want to watch our television show.
Yeah, because he's got his friend round called Keith who's painting his drawers painting his drawers yesterday.
I've heard all about Keith, don't worry.
And I obviously know about Keith.
Yeah, exactly. Keith, over there. What's it like to have no hair?
2 thumbs down.
Oh, nearly burnt me, son.
Right.
I've ashed all over my LuLaRoe leggings.
Oh, I'm going to have to sell them in the salon, aren't I? Look, we've come to the end of the show. That's why I'm doing this sound. I didn't write that. I'm making it up.
Well, it makes Jeffrey very sad we've come to the end, but it's well past my bedtime now.
Yeah, you have to get up super early, don't you, to lick stamps?
Yes, I've got, and luckily I'm looking forward to scolding people for indiscretions again tomorrow. Yes, but sometimes you have to resort to boiling water at the post office. If somebody wants to send a letter and it's actually classed as a large letter, then boiling water is the only punishment.
I love how masterful you can be, Jeffrey.
Well, anytime you're down in Croom on the water, let me know. Jeffrey,
I'll look into my diary.
Jeffrey will look after you.
What does that mean, Jeffrey? What does this mean, Jeffrey? That is disgusting.
It means the lovers. Oh, goodness me, psychic Psue. It means you'll be very well looked after.
This is looking after, is it? It's an interesting technique, Jeffrey. Right, I've got real itchy legs. I think I got bitten by some mosquitoes. Anyway, I think we've come to the end of the show because that's just the way it is after an hour. Everybody's gone by now.
Got to get Fred
anyway,
into bed.
Right, what does it? Oh yeah, bless him. He'll be tired out, won't he? All right then. So thank you ever so much for being with me tonight, Jeffrey and Psychic Psue and Fern. I know Fern's probably gone now. Where's Fern gone?
Yes, he was a very interesting character. I would imagine he's probably gone round to his friend Karen's now. No, she was in Ireland, wasn't she? At the Vagina's Causeway.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, I forgot that because I wasn't listening. So thanks ever so much for everybody coming and being on my show and being nice on that because you're ever so lovely. Look at me now, I look like a dude. So
don't forget to PayPal me.
Oh God, I will. I'll do it straight as.
Dude looks like a lady.
I do look like that.
I've seen that telly picture, Mrs. Doubtfire. Dude looks like a lady. I very much enjoyed that.
What? Do you know what I look like? A Hell's Angel.
It's gone up, my hourly now after 9.
Oh God! All right then, I best go.
You don't have to be over 65 to work there, but it helps.
But it helps.
Jeffrey's little joke. Jeffrey's joke to end the evening. Bye-bye.
Night, everybody. Thanks for being here and that. Bye.
Yeah.